I'm hurrying up to the boarding gate, my flight to Tbilisi.
Yeah, we are going to Georgia, a small country situated between Russia, Turkey, Armenia and Azerbaijan. I've developed a very personal connection to this country since 2022. And today I want to take you on a slow, down-to-earth journey away from the touristy spots we tend to avoid on this channel and exploring more of everyday life across Georgia.
That was a really lovely, nice, short ride. Now we are at top of the mountain. There is Mother of Georgia statue and a nice park downstairs. A really lovely place for having an afternoon walk and seeing the outline of the city.
This is my home for the next 2 months. I have mixed feelings about this place. Georgia is a beautiful, gorgeous country with its own unique vibe. Undoubtedly one of top travel destinations when it comes to nature, mountains, food and wine. And I'm excited to have some travel time here, but there is some other context that brought me here. Since I left Russia, I had to find a place to set up all kinds of bureaucratic things, and I chose Georgia for that. That is actually a popular solution for digital nomads like myself. Georgia also became a place where I meet my family, since I'm not willing to return to Russia, even for a short family visit. And, which is a big deal for me, Georgia has great dental care that is so much more affordable than in other countries. I figured, if I stay here for 2 months, I will try to fix as many teeth issues as I could.
And you see that huge cathedral in the center? That is the place we live. Our apartment is literally in that building. Beautiful mountains over here and really spectacular view on this building. It's stuck in construction, it's not building right now. And the only thing that I think about, why didn't they stack like 1 or 2 floor earlier? Then I'll have a really nice view on Tbilisi downtown.
Accommodation in Tbilisi is no cheap. I either had to pay a lot of money for a place I don't really like, or suck it up and pay a lot more money for a nicer place. My mom is going to stay with me for 1 month, so I decided to suck it up and pay $1,200 a month for this wonderful place that my mom and I could call a home for our stay in Georgia.
I'm gonna do something that I had to be doing like a year and a half ago. I was staying in South Korea when 2 of my teeth had like extreme level of pain. I went to a clinic and they fixed it, like some emergency dental care. And they said, Niki, you have to have a surgery within like a month or 2. That's gonna be a difficult day for myself. I am very bad at like standing any kind of dental treatment, but hopefully that's gonna be all right. So let's go, guys. It's gonna be a tough day.
I guess nobody here cares about my teeth much, but that might be interesting to know the cost of dental treatment in Georgia. I am visiting Richter's clinic, which is considered a premium option here, and during my stay I had a total of 11 visits. And wow, we got a lot done.
I'm gonna have a surgery, basically opening up my, I don't know how to even say that in English, but doing some work here under the lips. And hopefully that's gonna be alright. Like, I really hope so.
That's me having a cyst surgery, which I've been worrying about for the last 2 years. We also treated 12 teeth from various stages of caries and pulpitis, extracted 3 wisdom teeth, and even did artistic restoration on 2 of my front teeth. And the total bill was under $2,300. And apparently dental tourism is a thing here. After one of my procedures, I met a man who had traveled all the way from the United States just to get his dental work done here in Georgia. Wow! What's your name?
Oh, Kendall.
Kendall, my name is Niki.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You were talking about the cost of dental service here?
Yes, I'm from the USA and I have dental insurance and I just simply can't afford to have it done at home.
Yeah.
I've been to Tbilisi before, so this will be my 3rd time.
Your 3rd time?
3rd time in Tbilisi. I like it here. I feel comfortable. I have a total of 5 appointments here. And then I go back to the US and then I will come back in a few months for my permanent implants.
Wow, so you take flights all the way from US to here and it is still cheaper?
Still cheaper. And including the hotel, 2 weeks stay. It's still a third, 1/3 of the cost. And like I said, I have dental insurance and I got an estimate at home, $12,000 and $15,000. Wow. And it should cost about a third of that here.
Yeah, and all while like traveling around and
I like to
seeing the
travel
country.
anyway. It was a good
Wow.
excuse to come back to Tbilisi.
Thank you very much. My experience with Richter's clinic was amazing, and I made friends with Georgi, the founder of the clinic. Georgi, my new friend from Georgia, and one of the reasons why I am staying in Tbilisi for such an extended time.
Yeah, my name is Georgi, and I'm living in Georgia. I have managed to open premium level dental clinic in Tbilisi. I would be really happy to see you in our dental clinic. I assure you that you will be treated best in the best way. And besides our clinic, I strongly suggest visiting generally Georgia and receive taste of Georgia, Georgian wine, Georgian cuisine, Georgian views, mountains, friendliness, and we will be here to provide all the recommendations that you might need.
Just email Georgi and he will do his best to organize your dental trip to Georgia. You can find all the details in the description, and now it's time for one of my favorite travel activities, local grocery shopping.
You know, every time when I visit a local supermarket, it's like a little adventure into a totally different culture. 1 year ago, I visited Georgia. I lived in this very building and I visited and filmed that supermarket. That will be really interesting to see if prices changed for the same set of products I was showing you the last year. Let's go grocery shopping in Georgia.
This is Fresca supermarket. It's not the most expensive supermarket in town, it's not the most cheapest one, but it's really decent. I like it here.
Guys, I love this supermarket for a huge dairy section. Just look at the amount of milk, yogurts, different kind of dairy products. That is a paradise for somebody like me, especially after living in Asia such a long time, kind of forgot the taste of all these products. Here is the kind of milk I was showing you last year. 0%, 1.5%, 2.5%. I found the Russian milk. It's still here on the shelves. Look very much like home. I remember getting this kind of milk back in Russia, and this cost 5.95 lari, exactly same price as 1 year ago. And guys, check out the difference between milk that people drink here and milk made in Russia. Russian milk, there is no fat free. The lowest fat starts from 1.5%, then it goes up 2.5, 3.2, and then there is a 6% fat milk. That is actually my favorite. Really like adding it to my coffee and also drinking it straight. I'm sending big love to this 6% milk. It's really difficult to find something like that abroad. And here is the cheese I found the last year. Almaty сливочный творожный cheese, the cream cheese, 8.9 lari, exactly same price as a year ago. And this Belarusian cheese cost exactly same price too, 18.75. The next thing we are looking for is eggs. There are a lot of different eggs over here, and I think this one is the ones that I showed you last year. 780 eggs, brown, 5.6 lari for 10 of them. That is exactly same price as I showed you last year. And wow, so far this supermarket is being very consistent with the prices.
And right after filming this, I got kicked out from the supermarket before I could even look for some unique local groceries.
First time in my YouTube career, I got kicked out of the supermarket for filming things there. And that was rather in a rude manner.
So I went to another place and picked 5 things to taste.
Now nobody is gonna able to spot me that I'm recording a video.
Local Georgian cheese, I didn't know which one to take or if they taste any different, so I took both of them. Then I found something rather suspicious, swinging without any packaging. It is called charchela, a tiny bottle of mineral water with no taste, and a tiny can of mineral water with grapefruit taste. And of course, some Georgian wine of my choice, semi-sweet Kinsmarauli. Well guys, I'm back home and I'm so excited to give a try to everything that we bought in a supermarket. We're gonna start with Nabiglavi, Georgian natural mineral water. On the bottle I can read what minerals exactly we have here. These mineral waters, they are very popular in Georgia, they're also popular in all post-Soviet countries, I believe so, and it said that it can benefit your health dramatically. It has very mild taste. It's like drinking just carbonated water with some hint of something else present in the drink. Here I have some cheeses. One cheese is Georgian suluguni and another one is Emiratian cheese. Georgian cheese is amazing. That is one of the things that I miss a lot while living in Asia. It smells very much like cottage cheese, like Russian tvarog, which I love a lot, and I want to give a try to a really small amount of this cheese. It doesn't actually have any strong taste. It's salty, I can use it for adding into salads, I can bake with that. This should be that cheese that they put into hachapuri. Okay, so the second cheese has a very different texture. Smell is also a bit different. It smells a bit more like butter. Ooh, I didn't do a good job cutting that, but let's give it a try. It tastes just like cheese. I cannot even describe it. I can feel it's cheese, but it doesn't have any distinguishable features to describe it. And we have the second Nabiglavi mineral water, this time infused with grapefruit taste. Let's give it a try. This is so delicious. I will drink it every day. There is no sugar at all. It's still mineral water and really good level of carbonation. Today we have one of the most typical kinds of churchkela, that is walnuts, pomegranate juice and also flour to make it denser. And it looks just like that. Let's give it a try. I really like the process of breaking it. Somehow it gives me that kind of ASMR vibes. It is so delicious. There is a little thread going through churchkela's body. It starts right in the top knot, it goes through the entire churchkela, and that's how it's been sold in the supermarket. It was just bouncing like this inside supermarket. And finally we have a bottle of Kinsmarauli. I want to carry this bottle back to Asia, share it with my friends. This Kinsmarauli wine, it is so delicious. It's still a very rare thing to see. I hope someday I will be able to find something like this, not only in Georgia, but everywhere around the world, because this wine is so good. This is the Chronicle of Georgia, a gigantic monument showcasing key moments from Georgian history. It is one of the spots that I would recommend to visit in Tbilisi, not only for seeing this creation of Zurab Tsereteli, but also for the nice views to the northern, more ordinary side of the city.
That's my mom here. We came here together to meet my sister, my father, my brother, my younger brother, like the grand family reunion. Like my father says, that is the grandest moment of recent years when me and my sister and two of my brothers meet each other in the same spot. That is the first time in our lifetime.
Now let's get closer to the central part of Tbilisi. It looks gorgeous. I really like walking around here and seeing all these buildings and massive balconies and local people passing by, and at the same time I feel quite insecure for the fact of being a Russian citizen. Walking around the downtown of Tbilisi, I see all kinds of anti-Russian graffiti, and honestly that makes me feel a bit uneasy here. It's also quite political, which is a totally different topic. During my stay I witnessed really hot political time here. It was the time of local elections, which didn't go smooth, and lots of people were protesting on the streets.
I was just coming back home after visiting a dentist and first time faced a kind of demonstration or a protest in Georgia.
It is entirely different topic that goes beyond of this video, but it is something that left me a strong impression during my visit to Georgia. We've just arrived at Batumi, the second largest city in Georgia, located right on the Black Sea coast. As I'm writing this, it feels a bit odd to realize that the first food I'm featuring in this video is Russian pancakes. But in a way that fits Batumi perfectly. There is a significant Russian community here, and most of Georgian people in this part of the country can speak Russian. And the vibe is so different from the capital.
A little reminder from the coffee shop we bought this cup of coffee. Caffeine increases dopamine levels in our brain, which makes us more alert and cheerful. I'm not sure about alertness for me, but definitely coffee helps me to feel more cheerful. We just teleported to the Europe Square, a very central touristy place in the downtown. These buildings look quite interesting. I heard that this is a residential building, like people literally live here. The first floor is given for businesses and restaurants, and then apartments. There is for rent ad, there is for sale ad over here. So, if anybody wants to live here, it's possible. This large building is a hotel and a casino. This building is a casino as well. Yeah, that is something that I did not know about Batumi. There are plenty of casinos across the town. There is like so many casinos. I'm feeling hungry and there are plenty of options. There is a KFC behind me. There is McDonald's behind me. Of course, we are not gonna go there. We're gonna go try something local. There are a few meals that I'm really curious about and wanna try. We got a nice Georgian hachapuri. There are many different kinds of hachapuri. Specifically, this one is Adjarian hachapuri from this region of Georgia.
It is served hot, loaded with cheese, egg yolk on top and butter on side. The way you eat hachapuri is using your hands, tearing bits of the bread and dipping it to this ocean of cheese. I don't want to think about the amount of calories on this plate. It is absolutely delicious. We also ordered chkmiruli, traditional Georgian dish of chicken that is fried and then cooked over low heat with enormous amount of milky garlic sauce. That is the most beautiful chkmiruli I've ever tried in Georgia. It's been just 5 or 6 so far, but this place does it the best. I just noticed one thing about Batumi while walking back to our apartment. There are so many construction sites all around. From this point of view, I can see plenty of them. Like, have a look. A huge construction happening right here, probably a building that will be similar to this shape. I know for sure that behind this building is another huge construction literally next to each other. Then over here, they're building something here, they're building something over there, they're building something down the road, actually very, very big construction project. You see a tip of that building, a new one, huge construction site over here. They're building another 2 blocks of the same apartment block as we are staying. And here, you see these very windows is the place we are staying for 2 nights in Batumi. Nice tiny kitchen corner. Here is the living room. A TV. I'm not sure if it works or if there's any Netflix. We are not going to watch it anyway. Here is my mom's bedroom, which is quite spacious and has a lot of natural light. I like it here very much. The view to the sea, the view to the city. And right next to it is my bedroom, which is a bit smaller and has only the city view. But still, it's pretty nice. Like, this bed is comfy enough. This table isn't perfect, but at least it is here. And this part of the apartment is my favorite. Nice balcony, facing directly to the sea. You know, when I was choosing this apartment, I thought that most likely we're gonna get the apartment here that is not facing the sea directly, but more likely have an apartment by the side of this building, because this place facing the sea, but only by the narrowest part of the building. And just 10 minutes away from our apartment, there is a spot that I, as somewhat an aviation geek, could not afford to miss. A plane spotting point.
The airport, the runway, over there, and all planes that arrive to Batumi, they go that way, and all planes that leave Batumi, there is no other option.
they live from there to here. This place has become a perfect evening spot for locals and for tourists just to chill, see the planes coming and going, and also enjoy a beautiful sunset over the Black Sea. Мы только что приехали на такси, буквально полминуты назад, и самолет взлетел, и, скорее всего, других рейсов сегодня не будет, ни на прибытие, ни на отбытие.
Я не успела снять ничего, пока доставала камеру.
And it is truly magnificent, guys. Just take a moment to appreciate the beautiful sun. And over there you actually can see the mountain tops covered with snow. I'm gonna go somewhere really close to it. Our next spot, literally tomorrow, is going to be Kutaisi, one of oldest Georgian cities with a history dating back thousands of years. This place has its own unique charm. So far, it is the most laid-back and charming city I've visited in Georgia, and Kutaisi somehow feels like a glimpse into the Soviet past. I just checked if there is any Georgian post nearby, and I found one Georgian post office literally next door. So we are sending 2 postcards, one to America and another one to America. It is something that I do from every single country, so guys, if you would like to receive a postcard from me, please consider supporting me on Patreon or YouTube membership. There is a special tier for a postcard club. Let's go send it and continue exploring Kutaisi. Lesson, I'll teach you one Russian word that perhaps does not exist in English, and if it actually exists, please teach me in return. So the word is samastroy, which means somebody built it by herself or by himself without notifying authorities, just by themselves. Samastroy. That is the art, the Georgian art of building balconies. I'm pretty sure that these constructions and that kind of balcony, I think it was built by residents, by people who lived here kind of illegally, and the result is looking something like this. Very beautiful mural art on the wall. I heard that it's a work of Ukrainian artist. He did it a few years ago and he called it With Love. This grandma, she's a real person. She's 81 years old and she still lives somewhere around this city and probably still bakes Georgian hachapuri. Some books selling just on the street. There's a lot of old Russian, even Soviet books. Женщины эпохи французской революции. Гамарджават. Гамарджават.
Какой книги хочешь?
Что-нибудь про путешествия, про Грузию.
Yes.
So this book is the most interesting so far. It's about Borjomi, not just the city of Borjomi, but about the mineral water of Borjomi. Really interesting part about the advertisement of Borjomi water. You drink that and you become a really younger and healthier version of yourself. I guess ads on this page are really old and these ones look more modern. I regret not buying a book from this lady. She was incredibly kind and even showed us the way to a local market, which turned out to be the best market I've visited in all of Georgia. It is the largest fresh farmers market in the city, and I believe that description. This place looks large, with all kinds of fresh food, vegetables, fruits. I see meat. I also see some local specialties like tiny churchkela, some homemade wine in just plastic bottles of mineral water, of that Borjomi. I think if I live in Kutaisi, I will be coming here for grocery shopping like quite often. Everything looks pretty nice, pretty neat.
Cercesios pasaram gedis, absus bradi, nasak choblo chuligi, edis mani.
This is my experience in Georgia. It's a bit of a new challenge for me to pack 2 months of my stay in the country into a single video, and I hope it's worth your time watching. I still have 2 journeys I haven't edited yet, a trip to India and a trip to Oman. I will be sharing those stories on my channel soon, but for now I'm heading back to my home in Vietnam. I've made a silly decision to rent a house here, and there's plenty of work to do, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for watching, спасибо and пока!